So good afternoon, viewers and subscribers. So I hope all are good. So it has been a long time since we have shared our views on stocks and indices on YouTube. But the good news is that we plan to do this on a regular basis going forward. We have a little announcement to be made. We have a partner who has joined us. Her name is Divya Gupta. She's a CFA and she's a Elliott wave specialist. She has her good hands on the Elliott wave theory, and she has been practicing Elliott wave since the past few months. So I think so. Let us start with her views on Nifty, Bank Nifty, as well as Dow. And then going forward, we'll discuss some stocks in cash stocks as well as some stocks in FNO, which one should have on their watch list. So I would be handing over the screen to Divya Gupta, and she would be taking it forward.
Hi guys, so here we are about to share our view on Nifty and Bank Nifty for the coming week probably. So what I feel is that Nifty and Bank Nifty, both of it, they were running into a particular channel. This is the channel that we can see. So here what we know is that Nifty had given a good breakout around these levels for Nifty to go beyond 18,000 range. But now, as per the Elliott count, we already knew that that will not happen because as per the Elliott, we know that Nifty is into the fourth wave of the market. So now how do we conclude that? Nifty is now making a B wave. So this is the A, the B is in making, and then we can expect a C on the upside. And here within our ABC, the counts that we have, this A already is an impulse wave with a 7 wave within the first major A wave. With this B wave, I would like to make it more clear here. Within this B wave, now we have A, B, and C, where I feel that we have already completed wave A, which is this. This is wave B, and we are yet to make wave C. We'll just change this color. So yes, so right now I think we are in the markets where we are making the C wave of the major ABC. And here in the C wave, the C wave always goes up till the fifth wave. So now what I feel that is our B is making, our C wave is making, the first wave is complete. This is our second wave. This is our third wave. And now the fourth wave is complete with the little pull up move that we had seen in the last week, again back to 17,400, 17,450. And from these levels, now I'm expecting Nifty to come back below 16, probably around this third wave, like a truncated fifth wave, wherein our levels would be around 16,700. Or if we can see that whether with the Fibonacci levels, what percent of wave 4 is fifth showing us. So now we can expect this to go up till 133. So what I am expecting, the downside maximum would be till around 16,500. Also here we can see that we have another support also in the similar range, which is this level from here. So 16,450, 16,500 is the lowest where I feel that Nifty can go to complete the fifth wave of this B. And after that, we can then see how the major wave C for Nifty starts. So here what we have to look out is for is that how this fifth wave turns out to be. And considering all our different situations, the macros, how the USD INR is shooting up, the dollar index is going above, even the crude is going up. I think probably in the next 2 weeks, we can see the fifth wave coming downwards with some pullbacks. Obviously, we'll see 2-3 days of move and then we can see some upside again. So that is my overview for Nifty for the coming week. So now let's look at Bank Nifty. Now looking at the Bank Nifty, we can, with a little overview, we can see that till now Bank Nifty was in a little better position than the Nifty, because here when we see these channels, one second, I'll just redraw these for you. So yeah, so these channels for Bank Nifty, they are being formed and they broke out, and they gave a very good run up after breaking out from these channels. Whereas Nifty, when we see, Nifty broke out, but it seemed like a false breakout, and then it is coming back within the channel. So now for Nifty, we'll have to see how does it behave within this channel. But for Bank Nifty, we are still in a better position and we are beyond the channel. So now I feel that for Bank Nifty, it will come to retest this level, and this again sits within our Elliott wave count, which I'll just show you. Whereas during the same time, I feel that Nifty will also complete this major B wave. So now to look at the Bank Nifty's count, Bank Nifty is into an expanded or a irregular flat correction that we say. So which is A. Now it is making a B, which I feel will come back to retest these levels of the channel. So this is the ABC of the Bank Nifty, and here within Bank Nifty again, we are into the same fourth wave like we just completed the fourth wave like in Nifty. So here when we see, so yeah, so this is our ABC of the B wave in the major correction. So here for A, we have completed 1, 2, 3. Now for B, we have completed 1, 2, 3. And now for the C wave, we are already, seems like we've been completing the fourth wave, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And now somewhere around this channel or beyond it, we'll see where we complete. And if we look at these levels with Fibonacci, if we think that at least till 133% the wave 5 will go, then that comes up to 36,600, around 36,500 we can say. But if it also breaks these levels, considering what the situation is now globally, we can also test the 161 levels, or we can go up to 200% levels. So now the point is that all our markets, be it Nifty, Bank Nifty, they have completed the fourth wave, and we are waiting for a fifth wave downwards for both of our markets, and probably that is how the other indices are also behaving. And then after completing the fifth wave for these bear market, or the pullback that we are seeing to the channels, then we will check at these levels how we are moving through and how we can see the starting of the C wave in the next few weeks. So that was it on Bank Nifty. Overall, Nifty and Bank Nifty, to keep to conclude that both Nifty and Bank Nifty are they've completed the fourth wave and they're starting with the fifth wave downwards now. So now, since everybody gets worried by seeing the Dow and how the US markets are performing, let's have a quick look at the Dow's charts as well. So here, to understand the overall market again, similar to Nifty, Bank Nifty, Dow is also running in a channel. And to keep it very simple for the Dow's wave counts, here we can see that Dow is making a fifth wave too. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So similar to what we had seen in Nifty and Bank Nifty, where we had completed the fourth wave and the small pullback that we'd seen, similar to that, even Dow has been performing on the same lines. And now what we can expect is that there are two cases probably, wherein at least the fifth wave will come up to 100% of the third wave level, which is the same, that is 28,600, or we can expect it to come to 133%. So here when we put in our Fibonacci, so the 100% completes, like I told you, exactly at which will be a truncated fifth wave, then that comes around 28,500, 600 levels. But if it has to go beyond that, then it will probably go majorly back to this channel that it can retest and then move up for, from here it can move back for another A, B, and C to check out this channel. But that is still a little far stretched. But for now, the entire point of all the markets, basically our Indian markets and the US market, is that they are all running into the fourth wave, and they just completed the fourth wave, and now they are starting with their fifth wave journey. Again, in the fifth wave journey of any of the market, we will not see a, probably we won't see a, an exact downfall of, like a proper impulsive. Here also what we can expect in the fifth wave is that it will go like one, and then again a little pullback, two, three, and then a four, and then a five. So within the fifth wave also, again we can expect smaller pullbacks, but again that would be in the nature of an impulse wave that completes its moves into the 5 days. So that's a view on Dow.
So hi everyone. The first stock that we are looking are is on like sorry. So the first stock that we are looking in cash stocks right now is Deepak Fertilizer. So we'll first look at the weekly chart. We'll first try to understand what the trend of Deepak Fertilizer is. So as we can see from the weekly chart, the stock had broken out from a like a inverted head and shoulder pattern at 180 levels, and after that the stock had transited from stage 1 to stage 2. So currently this stock is at the strongest. It has a good relative strength, even though the markets have been crashing down, the mid caps and the small caps have been crashing down. This stock has been consolidating well since the past few weeks. So over here also we can see that that Deepak Fertilizer on a weekly scale had broken out from a ascending triangle pattern, and after that once it broken out from 750 levels, it went till around 1000 levels, and it started consolidating since the past, I think so, 6 or 5 weeks in a tight range. So considering that on a weekly scale the trend is up, the stock is consolidating well since the past 3 or 4 weeks, and the volume action is also very good. As you can see, whenever the stock had risen, it had risen on good volumes, and whenever the stock was coming down, or it was coming, or it was trying to retest the breakout levels, it did on low volume. So that is very important over here. And it seems that the last week there was a bullish engulfing pattern, and on a daily time frame it has already broken out from a symmetrical triangle pattern formation. So Deepak Fertilizer, it is looking good. It is one of the strongest stock. It has a good relative strength as well. So I feel that whenever this stock, like the buy entry for this particular stock, is that when it crosses the 950 mark on the upside, then it will again start moving to the 1050 or 1100 mark. Whereas if you want to buy want to enter the stock on the retest area, you can look for a level at around 900 levels. So these are the two important levels that you can keep in mind for Deepak Fertilizer. The next stock which we will be covering is HBL Power. So the first and the foremost thing, we'll go to the weekly chart. And as we can see on the weekly chart of HBL Power, the HBL Power, it has broken out from a HNS continuation pattern. So as we have seen in the past, like the HNS continuation pattern is one of the strongest pattern, and you will see a lot of HNS continuation pattern on on a in an uptrend stock. So the volumes are pretty good in HBL Power. It has been rising on good volumes. You can see the length of the volume bars over here. And when it was again retracing, or it was coming down, it was coming down on low volume. So these are the characteristics of a good strong stock, uh, which like consolidates near the resistance value. And once the consolidation is over, once the weak holders are out, then the stock moves to a new territory. So as you can see, this is the left shoulder. We can consider this as a left shoulder. This is again a right shoulder, and uh, this is a head pattern. And the last bullish and like the last candle was a bullish engulfing candle with a good volume. So I think so, with no overhead supply in HBL Power, this stock looks good for the next 2-3 weeks as of now. And considering the markets are opening, there is a possibility that the markets will open a gap down of 100-200 points. So if you want to enter this particular stock on the pullback, you can keep a watch on the 105 to 106 level, where it was like facing some resistance. And if you want to chase the breakout, I think so above 115 levels, it is showing a good momentum. So the HBL Power is the next pick, and the last pick of ours is KRBL. So for KRBL, we'll move to the weekly chart. We'll understand what we'll first go to the monthly chart, and then we'll look at the weekly chart. We'll first understand how this particular stock moves. So as you can see over here, from 2009, I think so 2009 till September 2013, the stock was consolidating in in a triangle kind of a formation. We can see the similar kind of thing when the stock completed its stop at on October 17, and it has been consolidating since a long time. So it has shown some kind of similar chart pattern when it broke out in October 13, and the same thing we can see it at in 2022. Whereas the volumes on the breakout has been good, the stock has completed its consolidation area, and right now I feel that the stock is transiting from stage 1 to stage 2. So for stage 1 to stage 2 analysis, we always go to the weekly chart. We'll try to see whether the 30 or the 40 week moving average is trending to the upside. So we'll check the 30 or the 40 week moving average. And as we can see that over here, this is a particular stage 4 formation. This particular stage is a stage 4 formation, followed by a stage 4. There comes a accumulation stage where the insiders usually try to buy the stock and try to keep the stock sideways. So in a stage 1 kind of a formation, the moving average, the 30 or the 40 week moving average, it starts to trend in a sideways manner. And as we can see over here, almost 3 or 4 years, the moving average was trending to the sideways direction. And in August 2020, the moving average started to trend to the upside. Along with that, the volumes have been impressive as well. So KRBL is a medium term to a long term stock recommendation, where it will see momentum once it crosses the 400 mark. So keep a watch on this stock. I think so once it enters the stage 1, it is not yet entered the stage 2 platform right now, but once it crosses the 400 mark, you can see quick momentum in this particular stock, at least till like 550, and the next level would be around 680 levels. So these are the 3 stocks that we are keeping in our watch list. The first 2 stocks are Deepak Fertilizer and HBL Power. These are obviously short-term stocks. You can place your entries at the retest of the breakout levels, or either you can chase the stocks. Whereas KRBL is kind of a stock where I would be interested to buy at 350 levels, or once it crosses and closes above the 400 level. Thank you. Now we come to the FNO picks, like which stocks we are tracking for FNO. So currently we are tracking 2 stocks. The first one is Indian Hotels, and the second one is again a good stock which is showing good relative strength, that is ABB. So first we'll go to the Indian hotel chart, and here we can see that Indian hotels is in a very good uptrend, even though the markets have been like volatile since the past 2 or 3 weeks, where there were choppy moments, but Indian hotels was in a steady uptrend. So here we can see that Indian hotels has broken out from a rectangle kind of formation, and right now it is retesting the breakout levels. So we'll go to the smaller time frame to understand which pattern it has been formed. And as you can see over here, like Indian hotel, you can say this as a HNS again, an HNS continuation pattern, or you can say a rectangle pattern, but it has a good support level near the 330, I think so 330 to 335 mark, whereas it has a resistance at 350 mark. So this stock is looking good regardless of the market condition. It is showing good strength. So once the market stabilizes even a little bit, this stock would be the first one to move to the upside. So keep a watch on the levels, like if the stock comes near 330 to 335 mark, or once it crosses the 350 mark. The second stock that we are looking is ABB India. So we'll first look at the weekly chart to understand the trend of this particular stock. And as you can see, the ABB India on the weekly chart, it has been following the 20-week moving average. So whenever it starts the impulse moves, it comes near the mean value, consolidates for a while, and then again starts moving to the upside, continuing its momentum. So over here we can see the same, that the stock started moving from 2,800, it went till 3,400 levels, again retraced a bit, and the last week candle was a good bullish engulfing candle, signifying that the buyers are still interested and the buyers are still strong. So by understanding the trend, we have understood that ABB is in a good strong uptrend. Now for entry purpose, we'll again come to the lower time frame to strategize which entry point that we should be looking at. So on the daily chart, ABB has broken out from a flag or a channel kind of a pattern, and you can look to enter the stock near, I think so, 3,200 level on the downside. Whereas if you want to enter the stock, you wait for a daily or a daily, sorry, not daily, but a hourly or a 2 hourly closing basis. Once it sustains about the 3,350 mark as such, then again it will continue the momentum. But considering the market scenarios in the next week, and as we have seen that we have our targets of Nifty near 16,700 or 16,800 levels, I would be interested to buy the stock, or I would be interested to initiate a long entry near the support levels, which is near 3,200 levels. So keep this stock in watch list, and then we'll give an update in the weekend, in the next week.